Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Lana. Ouch. Hello, Judy. Good morning. This morning, definitely have your water handy. And if you're going to use any weights, or maybe you can use canned goods or bottled water for our strength portion, and have that chair handy if you need it. Hope everyone had a beautiful weekend. We had a nice weekend camping. There was, which morning? Saturday morning, we woke up. It was a little chilly and really windy. So we were a little nervous that it was going to be too cold to do anything. Um, but by probably noon, it got warm enough and the wind had kind of chilled a little bit. And so it ended up being an awesome day. But hope everyone else had a wonderful weekend as well. So, also important to note before we get started that, take breaks when you need it. It's important to listen to your body. If you need to take a break or you're feeling faint or dizzy, please just sit, catch your breath, and jump back in when you're feeling ready to this morning. I cannot believe that we are in our last week of April. That seems really crazy. So it's my understanding, and maybe you all have heard as well, but this will be the last week that I'll be filming from home, um, as far as Mondays and Wednesdays. I think the plan is for me to start May 3rd in the center on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then Friday I'll stream from home. Um, and I think the plan is to still have me stream even though I'm coming to the center. Um, but so we'll get started here. Welcome, everyone. Get your chairs set up and having that bottle of water close to you. All right. So we're going to start standing. I know I just sat down, but if you want to do this in your chair, you can. That's why I was seated. But I'm going to stand here. We're going to do 3 big inhales. And so if you want to do this in your chair, and then we've done this before where you fold over. So nice big inhale. Exhale, reach the arms forward and gently let that spine come all the way over. Soft bending in the knees, and you're just letting everything hang long. Your neck, maybe shake it yes and no softly. Feeling the stretch in the back of those legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Nice job. Inhale, slightly bend the knees, and inhale those arms up overhead, nice and slow. Exhale, heart center. Connecting to our breath and our practice. Big inhale over the head again. Exhale, reach and fold. Slow, 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 slow. Knowing that you can do these forward folds in your chair, but you're letting everything hang long. Connecting to your intention for your practice this morning. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend those knees, slowly root to rise. Exhale, heart center. Nice job. It's already really warm in this room. It's supposed to be, what, 88 this morning, I think, or this afternoon, I should say. All right. So we're going to stand tall. We're going to start to do our swimming arms. And again, you can sit in your chair and do this. So just big circles over, working out the rotator cuffs and the shoulders. Nice job. Keep breathing. Keep going. I'm making sure I'm not missing anyone. Everybody keep rolling here. All right. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to some back strokes. Back, and then the other one. Back. Breathing. Nice big breaths. Keeping that core engaged as you're going back. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice job. All right, we're going to take our hands on our hips. We're going to start these little step outs back and forth. You can add your arms if you want. Make them kind of loosey-goosey if your arms are feeling tight, shoulders are feeling tight. Doing whatever works for you. Good morning. Keep rocking. We keep going here. Using those arms if you want. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to take our hands on our hips and do a little hula dance in here this morning. Keep warming up our spine. Nice job. When you get to the top this next time here, actually 2 more times here, sorry about that. When you get back up to the top, just switch those directions with those hips. Nice job. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to use our chair this morning to finish out our stretching, and we're going to take our foot up, and you can't even see me, I'm sorry. You're going to put your foot up on the chair so we can get a little stretch of our calves here. And you're going to softly bend your knee and then put a little weight over the top of your leg so you can feel the back of that leg get the stretch that it needs. Good morning, Ruth. Nice job, guys. Keep stretching that calf. And when you're ready, we're going to switch other side. That other leg will come up on that chair. Soft bend in the knee. Breathing into the stretch. Nice job. Release. You're going to take those feet back away from the chair, pushing into the chair. You can have a slight bend in those knees, but lift the sit bones and pull your core up, and you're just going to push the hips up. Modified down dog here. So pushing, lifting the hips, breathing. Maybe you rock those knees forward, side to side, holding each side. Really creating that movement that feels good for you this morning. And slowly come up. Taking your time to stand next to your chair. We're going to come into our little marches, lifting those knees. You can take your marching a little smaller range of motion here, or you can take it bigger. Listening to your body, inhaling and exhaling. Nice work. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Nice job. Grab a drink if you need it before we start this morning. We're going to go on with our strength series. Having those weights close by. Now, option to do this in your chair. and you would just do a regular bicep. But if you want to create a little extra movement this morning, you're going to have that chair close to you for support. So I'm going to show you what this looks like on this side. So we're going into a lunge, but please note, if you have knee problems, a lunge does not have to mean all the way down to the ground, okay? So a lunge could be more as a subtle knee bend, okay? So important thing here to remember is lineup. So this leg that you're using as your standing leg, that knee needs to be right over that ankle, so not forward and not way back, okay? So this back leg needs to be right under your hip. So again, it can just be this subtle. It doesn't have to be all the way down, okay? But we want to work those knees. Even if you've had knee injuries, we still want to keep those joints nice and strong, okay? So when you're ready, we're going to come into this lunge with our bicep curl. So as you bend, as you straighten, you will curl. So down, curl. There you go. So keeping that chest nice and long and curl. Knowing it's just a little bend and that chair is there for support if you need it. Nice job. Squeeze the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Put that weight in front of you for just a moment. We're going to go into something else, but without the added weight. So we were here in this lunge. So it's a lunge, then step up, lift that leg just a little bit. Come back into it, lunge, and a tiny little lift, okay? So that's where we're going all together. So remember, it can just be a little knee bend. We're not trying to get to the floor here. Just strengthening the legs, pulling the core, squeezing those glutes as you come up. There we go. Let's do 4 more. Keep breathing. Nice job. When you finish those 4, shake it out, breathe. You can hear me breathing hard. Grab a drink, take the heart rate down a minute. Way to be, everyone. Nice work. Taking your time. We'll have to do that all over again, but other side, other leg. But taking your 60-second break here before we move on. We want to make sure our heart rate goes back down a little bit. We're doing this safely. Nice work. So again, I'm going to set you up knowing that we're going to do it all together, but I like to show you before we do it. So this time, my right leg is going to be forward. My knee is going to be right in line with my ankle. This back leg in under my hip. So I don't lean forward and I don't lean back. Right over those hips. And if this is all you do is this little bend, perfect. Listen to your body. So this is where we're going. Curl and down. You use that chair for support. So when you're ready, get yourself set up. Excuse me, good form, knowing that if you just want to sit in your chair and do bicep curls, you may do so. All right, here we go. All together, squeeze. Little lunges here safely. Only going at your speed, your tempo. Nice. Keep squeezing. Let's do 5. Breathe. 4. You're holding that chair for support. 2. And 1. You're going to bring that weight back up onto that chair. Taking a moment to get yourself set up. We go back into that lunge, but this time, lift that leg behind you. Just a little bit. Little lunge, little lift. Going at your tempo, watching that front knee, making sure that you take your time to get back into this form without that knee going over. So this is intentional movement here. Let's do 4 more right here. 4, 3, nice work, 2, and release, shake it out, grab a drink. Let's take our little break here all together, okay? Great work. Breathing deeply, taking any stretches that you need. Nice job. Keep breathing. We're in this break together. I'm not going to move you on yet because I know that that was intense work with strength and a little bit of cardio there. So take your time. I'm going to set you up for our next movement. So we're going to step out with our right, more like a lateral lunge. We've done this a little bit where I tell you to stick your booty back a little bit. And so we're going to come into a bicep curl, step, and up, okay? So option to not use these weights at all. Option to sit in your chair and just come into your bicep on one side, step that leg in, okay? But if you want to stand today and if you're feeling a little feisty this morning, we're going to do it all together. Option to just use one weight. I'm using 2, but you could just use 1 or none. So we're going to step that right leg out. Hips go back a little bit. So we're in this almost side lunge. Chest stays lifted. Little curl. Step up, back in. Now, knowing, friends, that you could use your chair for stability, because I know lifting that leg takes a lot. So you can have that chair lift that leg up, okay? So that's where we're going. Here we go. Out. Sink the hips back a little bit. Curl. Come up. Nice job. Taking this as slow as you need to. And lift. When you come down and you sink those hips back, that core pulls up. Nice work. Let's do 5 more. Sink the hips back. Bicep curl. Come up. Out. And lift. Nice job. Knowing that if you feel faint or out of breath, take a break or take it at a slower tempo that works for you. It's not about how many you get. It's about quality. 1 more all together. Step out, hips. There we go. Come to the top. Relax before we go. That's okay, Gretchen. Sorry, I just saw your comment. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Take that rest. I'm not going to have you go right to the other side, friends. I'm going to let you have a little break here. So I'm going to actually show you. So you keep in that break. If you want to sit for the next side, you're going to take the left leg out, bicep curl, bring it in. Out, curl, bring it in. Okay? That's what it's going to look like if you're going to sit in your chair. If you're going to go to the other side, know that you don't have to use 2 weights. I'm just choosing to. But you're going to step the left leg out into that side lunge. Sit the hips back and curl. Then come up, okay? So get yourself ready for wherever feels good for you this morning. We'll do that other side. Beautiful. All right. Here we go, all together wherever you're choosing. Out, sink those hips, curl it up, bring the leg. Knowing you can use your chair, remember that chair can be right where you need it. So you can use it to lift your leg. Okay? Out, back, curl, up. Always taking a moment to get set up. Good form here. Nice work. Let's do 5 more no matter where you are in your number. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Breathe through that uncomfortableness. It's our body changing. It's challenging us. 2 more. Last one right here. Sink it back and release. Nice work. Taking yourself a minute here, maybe coming to your chair in this break. Sitting nice and tall. Nice work. Just coming through some breath movements. I know we moved a lot there, challenging you. So take a moment, connect to your breath before we move on anywhere. Beautiful. Connecting to the day, not thinking about what we have next. We're being present for ourselves, for the movement we get to create this morning. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Wonderful, friends. All right, we're going to stay seated for this next part just because I feel like I challenged you a lot in that beginning portion. Yes, you should be sweating. I'm sweating, right? I am. It is warm. All right, so we're going to go into some seated work. And we're just going to take our arms out to a T, soft bend, so we don't want to arch our back. So knowing weights are an option. So weights out to the side, and we're going to go down, but my palms are forward. And then I'm going to bring the arm forward and cross the wrist. Bring it back out and down, and then we'll switch other side. Up, left goes over right, out, and down. So what we're doing is we're working our wrist, we're working our shoulders, our arms, our core, our back. Lots of moving pieces here. So when you're ready, palms are forward. We come up to a T. Then we cross right over left. Then we uncross, show the palms again, and bring it down. So now we'll do the left side. Up, cross left over right, uncross, show those palms, and down. Here we go. Right side up, right crosses, uncross, and down. Beautiful. Inhale up, left over right arm. Inhale those arms open and release. Keep going, knowing you can go a little lower range of motion if it doesn't feel good for your arms to be up high, but keep that back flat against the chair. And those core muscles are working. All right, let's do 4 more. 2 each side. Up, right over left. Open it up and release. Up and cross and open and down. Right side last time. Up, right. You got this. And release. Last side on the left. Your shoulders are probably feeling this. And open and release. Set those weights down. Maybe roll out the shoulders if that started to talk to you this morning. Nice job. Take a little break. Take a drink. Nice job. All right, we are going to work our triceps and our lower body a little bit. Now, lower body does not sound good to you this morning, we've done triceps in the chair before where you scoot yourself back or up away from the chair so you can hinge over those thighs and get that extension in the tricep. So if you want to be in the chair, that's perfect. If you want to create a little movement, we're going to come into a squat variation. So if you want to keep your chair close, so parallel, so our legs are right under our hips, okay? We're just going to hinge just ever so slightly from our hips over our thighs, pull that core. We're going to bring our arms up like a little chicken wing, and we're going to extend and bend. So I'm starting everyone here, whether you're in the chair or standing like I am. Now, we don't want this where my back is arched. See, that's not good. You want a flat spine, so matter if you have to come up a little higher to get those arms, okay? So, right here, we don't let the shoulders swing. Nice, good form. So, if you're ready, we'll do these for a few more. And then all we're going to do is a tiny little squat. So as you come down, lift the arms, come up. Baby squat, lift the triceps, come up. Okay, this is not a deep, deep squat. I just want us to work our cardiovascular and our strength this morning. Nice job. Baby squat, you're sitting those booties back in a chair, hinging over those hips. Taking this as slow as you need to. Nice work. Let's do 4 more. Then we're going to hold those arms back. Last time. You got this. If you're in the chair, just hold your arms back. Last one. Hold that booty back in that chair just a little bit. Arms stay back, okay? All you're going to do is keep that chest lifted. Little micro lifts here with those arms, keeping the triceps engaged the whole time. Chest is open to receiving. Weight is in the heels. Pull those core back and lift. 8. You got this. 5, 4, 2, and 1. Stand up. Release. Nice job. Sorry, some of you are having problems getting kicked off. I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't been kicked off yet. Let's pray that doesn't happen. I know we've had some challenges with our Facebook Live, haven't we? All right. Nice job, friends. We have graduated to your cool down this morning. So we're going to take our right leg out in this cool down and then bring it back in. So just coming into leg raises, seated, sitting nice and tall in your chair. Beautiful work. On this next one, leave that foot and just flex and point the foot here. Nice job. Getting our breath back under control if that last movement, because I know I was challenging you. A little bit of cardio this morning. Cardio is good for us. In fact, let me know. It would just help me get to know all of you. What is your couple of questions, and you can write it. Take your time writing. Start to do those little circles. So my question would be, what is your current level of cardio? And what I mean by cardio, obviously I'm not speaking about running, but if you're getting out and walking, if you're doing any sort of step classes, even if they're, modified step classes, just helps me get to know how comfortable you are with that movement, if you've been doing that movement. Let's switch other leg. So feel free to drop a comment on the side and let me know how you feel about some of that cardio movement. Maybe some of you have done some Zumba. Because the important thing about working out, no matter what age you are, is you can create it any level of safety that you want. It's created by modifications, by level of intensity, by the tempo, which would be the speed. So it's important to know we can do those kinds of movements. Maybe we just have to do modified. So start to point and flex that left foot this time. Back and forth. Nice job. And then start to do those circles on this foot. Nice work. Switching directions whenever you feel complete. And bring those legs back. We're going to come to a seated cat-cow. So we're sitting nice and tall in our chair. We're going to inhale. Heart comes through. Exhale. Push those hands forward around the spine. Inhale long. Exhale. Release. Do a couple with your own breath cadence, finding that tempo that feels good for you this morning. Connecting to your breath is so important. Nice job. Release. Coming back. We've done this stretch before, so you can take your arm and bend it right here and lift if that's enough of a tricep stretch for you, or you can pat yourself on the back and then hold your arm. Whatever feels good for you this morning. So this is perfectly fine, and it's basically an assisted tricep stretch, keeping that spine long. Breathing into that stretch. And release. Let's do the other side. Either coming into patting your back and pulling the elbow over, or assisted right here. Nice big breath movements. Beautiful work, friends. And release. Let's take those arms out to a big T. Exhale right over left arm. Give yourself a nice squeeze, maybe gently twisting that spine. Feeling that stretch in the mid-back. And release. Hands go open. Let's switch. Left will go over right this time. Nice little hug again. Working out any of the kinks. Beautiful. Let's do some shoulder rolls this morning. Up to the ears, down and back. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice job. Couple more this direction, and then switch the direction of those shoulders. Nice job. When you feel complete, we're going to do some gentle neck rolls coming around and down, taking it slow so we don't hear any popping in the neck. Giving your body thanks for being present this morning, for allowing this space to grow. Hopefully you are growing not just physically stronger, but mentally each morning. When you get down and around to the bottom, chin to chest, maybe you stay right here. Maybe you interlace those fingers, getting a little deeper into that neck stretch. And slowly release. All right, friends, we are finished this morning, but let's remember the kindness we feel for our body. Let's scoop up some love for ourselves this beautiful Monday morning and release all the tension with that exhale that does not serve us. Don't bring it into your day or your week. Leave it here in your practice where it's meant to be. That's the safe place to leave it. So nice big inhale, scoop up some love. Exhale, release. Thank you, everyone, for a beautiful morning session. Thank you. Hope that was a good session for everyone. Again, if you feel comfortable in sharing, let me know how comfortable you are with cardio movements, if that's something you wish we did more of or less of. All helpful. Make sure you're grabbing that water, keeping yourself nice and hydrated this morning. And if you're staying for the second session, which will be strength training Basic 101. We'll start that in about 8 minutes or so. So you're welcome to stay on for that session as well. That'll be 30 minutes, all of us together. I'm waiting to see if, okay, let me know if you have any comments, thoughts, feelings this morning. Wonderful. Thank you, Nita. Thank you for letting me know that. I think it is important to always take it slow. So we incorporated a little bit of cardio this morning, but obviously you had modifications. You didn't have to do that standing portion. Or I should have mentioned, it's important to know too that you can always start a movement. And then if you're like, whew, that was enough, go back to the start and then go back to the modification. That's okay too. Wonderful, Renee. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ruth. You're welcome. Thank you, Lana. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Joan. Joan. That's not what I meant to say. Joanne. I'm sorry. I don't know why I saw Joan in my mind and I knew it was wrong as soon as it came out of my mouth. You guys are so welcome. I love the feedback. It really helps me when I'm creating sequences for our classes. So knowing where I can take us. And of course, this will get even easier when I meet some of you in person, because then I can really see kind of where we are and what we can build upon. So I'm just looking forward to that. And I'm so glad that you are getting the benefits of this time together. That's so important. That's why I do what I do. Wonderful, Ruth. Thank you. So that is so helpful, you guys. I, of course, want to take it easy, but it's great for me to know that we can add some more cardio elements into our sessions together. So, and hopefully, I know we talked really early when I started this journey with you all about playing music because I love music, but I decided not to do it on this platform. Just because we've had too many issues with things kind of, you know, it not working. And then I was worried that people wouldn't be able to hear. So that could still maybe potentially be where we go in person, because I feel like you'll be able to hear me better than sometimes electronics, you know, music and feedback of the mic, like it's just too much. But maybe we can look into that in the future when it's at the center. So something to think about. And walking is so good. So little bit more about me. I was a runner. I think I started running when I was in 6th grade, and I was very good at it. I just took to it naturally. But all those years of running now, I cannot run. I have too many injuries related to running. And so I do walk a lot more than I ever did when I was younger, and I love it. And what people don't realize is that walking can give you just as a good a workout as running. And so I'm so excited. Most of you have been walking. That's so, so good for you. So, all right. Well, we have just a few more minutes before we start our second session. I'm going to use the little girls' room and we'll get started here in a moment. And yeah. Happy to start this last of April with all of you. I can't even believe that it's the end of April. It's almost May. My kids they are counting down the days. I think my middle schooler, well, he's not middle school, but he's 6th grade. Some places he's considered middle school. He will be the last, in Manhattan, he will be the last elementary 6th grade class. So after next year, all of the sixth graders that are in Manhattan will no longer go to elementary, they'll go to middle school. I'm not sure how I feel about sixth graders being in a middle school, but um, so he's counting down the days. He gets done May 14th with school, and I can't believe it, but my baby will officially be a middle schooler next year. It's wild to me. So he is counting down the days, and it's almost here. It's almost May. So anyway, take your time this morning. If you're staying with me, I'd love for you to say staying, just so I know who I'm still working with. That always helps me. I'm going to use the little girls' room, and we'll start here shortly. So grab your water, stay hydrated, maybe do some stretching or breath work until I hop back on here. I'm back. We have just a few more minutes. See if any others are going to join us this morning. right, friends. We're going to start shortly with our warm up. So make sure you have water and any weights that you want to use. Chair always available. And if you are staying, it's always helpful for you to kind of say at the bottom, staying, or a little thumbs up, just so I know who's still staying on the line this morning. All right, I'm going to get you set up here. You know what, friends? Oh, yeah. I do this all the time. Somebody please help me with my brain. I don't know why it's in my head, and I think it has been since the beginning, and even though I fixed it. So we weren't supposed to get done just quite so early, friends, and I apologize for that. We should have still been going. I just can't seem to get my timing, but we've had some personal things in our family, so I'm going to blame it on that my brain just is in overload and I can't quite keep it in track. So if anyone, we have some time here. I don't know who's still left. I can see 3 people, 2, but I can't see who those people are, unfortunately. So if you have any information you would like to share, maybe about your weekend or maybe something fun headed into this week, please feel free to comment. Helps me get to know you better. just for fun, I just saw on here that we can do a poll. And so, just to have some fun and get to know you better, I started a poll on do you prefer chocolate or vanilla? So I thought that would be fun. So play along if you choose. No big deal if you would rather not. But it's just something kind of fun. I just saw that they allow you to do these poll questions. Could be kind of fun to get to know one another. Although I'm trying to see where it lets you. Oh, there it is. I guess I have to activate it, friends. So there it is. You can vote. Do you prefer chocolate or vanilla? Just for something fun. Hmm? Thank you. That was fun. Kind of makes our interaction. Well, why won't it let me do that? All right. We got chocolate winning so far. Good morning. We're just doing a little fun poll here this morning. I just realized that you can do polls on here, so I thought it would make it a fun way for us to get to know each other even more. So, asking you if you prefer chocolate or vanilla, you can vote this morning. We have a few minutes here before we start, so if you're just joining, make sure you get your bottled water and your chair handy and any and all weights that you may want to use. Morning. Hello, Jane. If you're just joining, you see that I put a little cute little poll this morning. Just realized that we had that feature. So asking if you prefer chocolate or vanilla. If you'd like to play along, it's just something fun. Helps me get to know you all better and better. Good morning. I see more people jumping on this morning. We're going to start here in just a few minutes. Good morning, Betty. Making sure you have water handy for the session, your chair, and any weights or canned goods that you're using as weights, whatever you're choosing. And if you'd like to play along with the poll that you should see, do you prefer chocolate or vanilla? Just something fun to get to know you guys better. I would be vote. It won't let me vote because I created the poll, but I would be a chocolate. I like chocolate more than vanilla. All right. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. We're going to start here in just one moment. So getting yourself set up, make sure you have your water in your chair. Good morning, Kathy. Welcome, welcome. If you've seen the poll and you've just joined on, I just added a funny little poll just to get to know you guys. Feel free to play along if you choose. No worries if not. It just is a way for me to have some fun with you and get to know you. But chocolate is winning thus far. We only have one vote for vanilla this far. Good job. All right. We're going to start this morning with our warm up. So, getting yourself set up here. You can always sit in your chair if you choose, or you can stand. I'm going to stand this morning, but know that if you're seated, it's going to look like this. You're just going to step your toe out and in. So have that foot flexed. If you're going to stand, same thing. Point those toes, step out, out, and out. You got this. Warming up our body this morning. Breathing. Always remembering that breath. Keep going. Good morning, Mary. Thank you for playing along with the poll, friends. All right, let's do 5 more of those step outs. And then we're going to move to the side and do our side step out. So out and in. You can add those arms. Remembering you can sit in the chair as well and just move those legs out to the side. Beautiful. Taking this at your pace this morning. Especially if this has been your first movement, you really want to be kind to your joints. All right, we're going to come to the center, or if you're still in your chair, you're just going to tiny little marches, or like you're speed walking this morning. Little taps here with your feet, or if you're in the chair, same thing. Just on a brisk little walk this morning. Loving the sunshine. It's windy, but it's so wonderful. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's do a nice big inhale up. Exhale, heart center. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, heart center. Nice. We're going to take our hands on our hips and we're going to do our little hula hooping. Going round and round, feeling the back, the spine, the hips. Stretch out this morning. And when you're ready, switching directions. Nice work. Beautiful. Coming center, take those arms up over top. Maybe reach like you're getting out of bed. Feel free to wiggle out any of those little tight spots. Coming side to side, maybe a little side bend. Doing whatever's calling to your body this morning. Exhale. Push those palms forward, maybe around the spine, chin to chest. And then release, come up. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Maybe stretch like you're getting out of bed. Breathing. And release. Arms come forward around that spine. Working out any kinks. Beautiful. Standing nice and tall, or you're in your chair nice and tall. We're going to come into some punches this morning, friends. I'm actually going to show you top of me. Sorry. All right. So we're just either in our chair or we're standing. We're going to take our arm to the side and to the top. To the side and top. So just warming up. If you want to step like I am, side to side as you're doing these punches, you can. We just talked about in our last session, some of you really wanting some cardio with your working out. So this is an easy way. You can even do this in the chair. You could just step your legs out, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Come center. If you were moving, we're going to do the other side. So out to the side and up tall. So just punch, punch. And again, you can step side to side, or you can stay perfectly still in the middle, or you can stay in your chair. Lots of choices this morning. Just punching up, punching back, up and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start those little marches again, even if you're in your chair. Just on that little walk, brisk morning walk this morning. Start to punch forward with those arms as you're in this little walking. Nice job. Keep that breath moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Nice job. Grab a drink if you need it before we move on to the next part. Good job. Taking your time here if you need it. All right, so we're going into our strength this morning. I'm going to turn my chair sideways here. So we're going to do our beautiful, either you're going to stay away from your chair. I should show you that way first. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I think about things and then get myself confused. So if you want to come, we're going to come into our squat. So if you want more of a challenge, then you're going to stand behind your chair, sink the hips back, and come into a squat. If you want to use your chair for stability, we've done this before too, you're going to sit into your chair and come up, okay? So getting yourself set up wherever you're feeling good this morning and supported, okay? We're going to do 10 squats. We got this. Here we go. Inhaling and exhaling. Squat and lift. Inhaling as you come down, exhaling as you squeeze. Sinking those hips back, using your chair for support if you need it. Nice job. Keep pulling those tummies back as you come down into that squat. Nice job. 5 more right here, no matter where you are. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Nice work, everyone. All right. So we're going to move on. Remember, lots of choices in classes. So if you want to stay in your chair, feet are going to be flat. You're going to hinge just a little bit over your thighs, and you're going to row the weights up just like this. Pull them in and release. If you want a little extra this morning, you can stand, same thing, hinge just slightly over your thighs, but that back stays long and flat. And we row it up, okay? So that's where we're starting. So get yourself nice and set up. Nice inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Here we go. Pull the arms in close and release. Squeeze that mid back. Keep squeezing and releasing. This is a slow release. Soft bend in the knees if you're standing. Nice job. Keep pulling those weights up. In and out. I'm going to sit down so you can see that version too. Just squeezing the weights into the side body here. Nice job. We have 5. Keep squeezing. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Maybe roll out the hands if you need to. Nice work. Taking a moment here to catch your breath if you need to. Grab a drink of water. We have one more movement, and then we'll do that all over one more time. Okay? So, here is your options. I'm going to show you seated first. So we're going to hold this weight in front of us, and we're going to bring our knee up to the weight, okay? So this is one option. This is another option, no weight, and you're still trying to bring the knee up to that imaginary line. Or you can stand next to your chair so you have that support. Weight still goes out and you lift and lower. And each time you lift and lower, you get set up parallel before you balance on that one leg. Okay? So taking your time, but getting set up for wherever feels good for you this morning. And we'll do this and we'll do that series one more time and you'll get a little break here. So wherever you're choosing, lifting and lowering the knee to the weight, even in the chair, inhaling as the knee comes up, exhaling as it comes down. Inhaling and exhaling. You can also hold the weight like this in the palm of your hand if that feels good, as well as no weight. Squeezing 5, we're testing our balance here. 4, 3, 2, and last one, release. Nice work. Taking a little bit of a break here before we move on, because we'll do this whole series again, but this time we won't take as many breaks. We're going to go through the whole thing, squats, rows, and those, and then you'll get a longer break. So good. As always, though, take breaks when you need it. Just because I may not be cueing an actual break does not mean that you are unable to take that break. So stay in that break for just a couple more moments here. Nice big inhales and exhales. Connecting back to your practice when things get a little challenging. We understand that challenges change. Yes, yes, yes. Ah, nice work. All right, we're going to do all of that over again. So remembering, you can have your chair in front of you for those squats, or you can sit in your chair. So set yourself up, parallel legs, and you're going to sit the booty back like you're sitting in a chair. Here we go. Inhale, come down. Exhale, push through those heels and stand up. Squeeze the glutes. Flat back. So what we don't want to see when we come down is this. So I'm arching my back. Don't do that. Even if it's just a tiny squat here, keep that back nice and long and flat from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Shake it out. Getting yourself set up for your rows, either in the chair or standing. Remembering both options, we need to hinge just a little bit over the front of our thighs. Chest stays open, back is long. Here we go. When you're ready, get yourself set up. And we're going to row our arms up. And 4, 3, 2, let's go all together. Row it up, squeeze that mid back. Squeeze. And squeeze. Beautiful work. Keep squeezing. Pulling that core back as you squeeze. Nice job. Let's do 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. We release. All right, we got one more thing, and then we're going to take a break all together. So remember, if you're in the chair, option to have no weight, or you can hold the weight, bringing the knees up to the chest, holding the weight, or standing, bringing the weight up front, okay? So get yourself set up. Nice big inhale, exhale, release. Here we go. Lifting and lowering. Inhaling the leg up, exhaling the leg down. Taking this at your tempo. You can hold the weights like this as well. Okay? I'll sit in the chair, show you a couple that way too. We want to keep that spine nice and long no matter where we are. So if we're in the chair, we don't want to lean forward. And we have 5 and 4, 3, and last one right here. Whew, beautiful. Set that weight down for a moment. Grab yourself a drink. Nice work, everyone. Way to fight for that. We're going to take a whole minute of break here because I pushed you pretty hard in that first sequence. So standing nice and tall, or you're in your chair, coming back to your breath, maybe closing down your eyes. Whatever you need to do in this active recovery. Maybe you need to stretch out some kinks. That's a good choice too. Just connecting. Nice job. Maybe you want to come into some cat-cows. Pushing the spine, rounding, inhaling, the heart is open. Exhale, release. Inhale forward. Exhale, release. All right, friends. Continuing on with our strength. Option to stay seated and knowing that you don't have to use your weight, but if you want a little bit of cardio this morning, we're going to stand and step out. So we're going to punch across. Actually, start over. I want you to punch forward and then across. So right arm goes forward. Maybe you pivot on that leg and go across. Maybe you don't pivot and you go right here. The pivot is just a little bit more cardio, so do what works for you. So we're going to alternate. Then the left will go forward and side. You can do this seated. Here we go. Inhale. I meant to go forward. Jiminy Willikers, I can't get my timing. See, it's a brain curl for our mind. So forward, then cross. Left, forward, left, cross. Right, forward, right, cross. Here we go. We got this. It's Monday. My mind still thinks it's not ready to catch up here. Taking this as slow as you need to and seated in your chair is a perfectly fine option. Nice job. All right, let's do 4 more. So that means 2 each side. So forward, cross, forward, cross, forward, cross. Last time, forward, cross. Nice job. Let those weights down if you need to. Roll out the shoulders. I'm going to show you our next movement, and I don't believe that we've done this together. So you can do this in the chair, but I'm going to show you standing. So my palms are forward. So it's like a jumping jack with weights, but we're not jumping. So out, out. And I'm bringing the weights to touch up top, but if that doesn't feel good and you just need to go lower range of motion with those arms, if you're in the chair, you're just going to step out with the same arm movement, okay? So here we go. Get yourself nice and set up. Standing nice and tall. Shoulders are down and back, even if you're in your chair. So as you take the right leg out, arms come up, back in. To the left and back. Knowing that you can come right here if going all the way up causes discomfort in those shoulders. If you have any shoulder injuries. So taking this where it feels good. And also, the quicker you go, the more you're going to feel your heart rate. This can quickly turn into cardio, or you take it slower, pausing as you reach. This is perfectly fine option right here. But if you want to go a little quicker, then that heart rate speeds up. Let's do it all together. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and last one. Whew, release. Start to feel it in those shoulders. Yes. Take a moment. Release. All right. Gonna have some fun this morning in this last arm movement. We'll do all that again, and then you will be ready for your cool down. So knowing you can sit in your chair. So I'm going to show you sideways. We're just going to have some fun with our arms. So as you sink a little bit, reach those arms. So it's like a little scissor. and I'm bouncing a little bit. Have some fun this morning. It can be very subtle knee bend, okay? I just want you to create some joy in your workouts. If you want to sit and bounce your feet up a little bit, okay, that's an option too. So let's get set up wherever you choose. Sinking the hips back. We're coming up and down. Just little 2 counts here. Swinging the arms, using the weights only if they feel good for you this morning. Creating a little movement. 8 and 7 and 6. Here we go. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Whew, nice and warm, yes. All right, you get a whole break here. Use it. Connect back to your breath. So good. So good. All right. Continuing to be in this break together, friends. There's absolutely no rush at all. Breathing. Connecting back, knowing you have one more hard effort in you. I know that you do. And then you get your glorious recovery. So just soaking in that feeling of what we are accomplishing for our bodies this morning in this movement, So locking into that, getting the breath back under control. Big inhales and exhales. Not bringing anything into your practice that does not serve you. Let it go. With every exhale, you release even more. All right, friends, we should be all connected and centered. Grab those weights. So know that you are in your chair. You're going to go right forward, right cross, left forward, left cross. If you want more cardio this morning, you'll stand. Here we go. Forward, cross, forward, cross. Going at your tempo, your breath cadence. Not worrying about anything else than those beautiful movements. Find that mind-body connection to the movement, no matter where you are. Nice form, squeezing on that weight. Let's do 5 and 4, 3. Last one. Nice job. All right. We're going into those jumping jacks again, or you can sit in your chair. So arms are forward. As I step out, my arms go up. And then I go the other side. Knowing you can take these as big or as little as feels good for you. And of course, the quicker you step that leg out, the more that heart rate. You can sit in your chair and start to just kick the leg out and out. Nice job. Let's do 5 and 4. I know the shoulders are burning. Stay with it. And 2. And last one. Release. Woo! Nice job. Beautiful work. Breathing, connecting. Nice job. Beautiful work, friends. Last strength movement, and then you get to take a break. We've got our glorious little dancing moves, okay? So seated or standing in the chair. If you're standing, you're going to sink back like you're sitting in a squat. Take our arms up and down. It's like we're doing a little dance. So find that movement that feels good for you and start right here. Let's go. Last hard effort of class. So push yourself a little bit here, knowing you get a recovery real soon. And 5, and 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Sorry, my phone's ringing from my other job, and that's why I came up to look. Nice job. You have graduated to your cool down. Take a break, take a breath, grab some water, and then we will continue. All right. Let's get ourselves nice and set up for that cool down. Sitting nice and tall in the chair, feet are flat on the floor. And let's just do some nice neck rolls, taking them very slowly, releasing, inhaling, and exhaling. Nice work. Coming back to your place of feeling grounded, thinking about the glorious gift you just gave your body through this movement. Nice job. When you get back to the top, maybe switching directions of those neck circles. Down and around, keeping with that beautiful breath. And one more time around. Beautiful. Sitting nice and tall. Let's take our arms open to a T and then exhale, cross right over the left. And just give yourself a good squeeze, maybe round the spine, wiggling little kinks out. Gentle twist here. And when you're ready, inhale those arms out again, and then we switch that arm. Left arm comes over right, giving yourself a nice big hug. Working out those kinks this morning. And release. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right, keeping that spine nice and long. Maybe if you want a little deeper this morning, you look behind your shoulder. Pausing in this stretch. And exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to the left side. Again, option to take it a little deeper this morning by looking over the left shoulder. And release. Nice job. Maybe some gentle shoulder rolls here. Whatever feels nice for you this morning. And maybe switch directions. Nice work. For our final time together, we're all going to close down our eyes this morning, sitting nice and tall. We're going to focus inwardly on our heart space, on our mind, really reaffirming yourself in this space, knowing how important it is to take time for you every day. Even if this is your session, this is your time, 30 minutes. 30 minutes is better than nothing for sure. So really soaking in all the efforts of your practice this morning, knowing how important it is at any age to not only move our bodies, but move our spirits, keep that joy in our heart, allowing physical movement to be more than just the physical. Tapping into all that beauty and knowing that it's a safe place here to let go of anything that we may be holding on to from the weekend or maybe from the morning that's not serving us. With every exhale, you release that burden, that tension even more. You let go. And with every inhale, you breathe in that joy and that light. All right, beautiful friends. Slowly blink those eyes open. Take all of those good vibes, those good vibrations, and inhale, scoop up that love. Exhale, release heart center. Beautiful friends. Way to work hard this morning all together. So happy you could join me this morning. We'll have one more 30-minute session here. So make sure you're getting your water, stretching if you need it. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Hold on just a moment. Again, thank you for playing along in the poll this morning. Chocolate definitely was the winner. Awesome, Carol. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it. Thank you, Jane. As always, thank you, Karen. So happy all of you could join me this morning. I will be back on Wednesday, same time, same place. So if you, oh, thank you. You're so welcome, Loretta. Thank you. As always. Oh, wonderful. Okay, Kathy. Great. Thanks for letting me know. You have some time. We have about 10 minutes before we start our third session. So if you are staying, keep stretching, keep with that beautiful breath work, maybe finding that spot of connectivity, and maybe do some stretches if that feels good. If you are leaving this morning, have a wonderful rest of your Monday morning. Wonderful, Mary. I'm so glad you're staying, Mary. We will start here in about 10 minutes. So making sure you have water, your chair, whatever else you are needing this morning. We have a few minutes here before we start our next session. These are great opportunities as well when we're waiting. If you have any questions, comments, or feedbacks, this is the time, the best place to do this before we start our sessions together. Hello, we got lots of friends on. We're going to start here in just a moment. So make sure you have water available, a chair, and any weights that you want to use, whether that be cans or bottles, or if you have any wrist weights. Grabbing those before we get started this morning. Wonderful. We'll begin here in just 1 minute. So make sure that you have everything you need to have a successful workout this morning. Nice job, everyone. All right, friends, why don't we get ourselves seated and ready to go for our final session this morning. Oh, I got to move. You can't even see me. I'm sorry. Let me adjust. There we go. We're going to start seated in our chair this morning. We're going to stand nice and tall. I see somebody chimed in. Good morning. Good morning, Alan. All right, we're going to start this morning with our seated in our chair, nice, long, flat spine against the back of your chair. And to start, let's just take some mindful breaths together, connecting to not only the physical part of our sessions, but the mental, not thinking about what you have to do next today or this afternoon or this evening. Just really focusing on being present for you. This is your time to soak up all the benefits of movement, keeping our joints strong, our heart strong, our mind. So nice big inhales and exhales. Nice job. We're going to begin with taking our right arm across our chest, keeping this shoulder as much as we can out of our ear. So don't let it come all the way up here. Keep it down, gently holding that arm. Maybe you want to come into some gentle rolls with the wrist if that feels good. And exhale, release, other side, left arm across the body. And start to roll the wrist if that feels good. Nice job. We're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale, split to the right, gentle spinal twist. Maybe this morning's your first time moving, so keep that line of focus right down the, or maybe you go a little deeper and look behind that right shoulder. And exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to the left. Again, taking that variation that feels good for you this morning. Nice big inhales and exhales. And exhale, release. We're going to take our arms, I like to call them Mario Brothers, like a video game. Boo, boo. Okay. So we're going to take opposite knee, opposite arm. So lift and lower. Lift and lower. Pulling that knee up, sitting nice and tall in your chair, using that core to lift and this little active punch. So the more you feel warm, the higher intensity you can get with these arms. But knowing that lower range of motion is perfectly fine. Inhaling and exhaling those little, I call them little Mario Bro punches from the old school days when the little Mario was hitting the blocks and he would pew, pew, That's kind of what we're going into this morning. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice big inhale, arms up. Exhale, round the spine. Maybe interlace the fingers around that spine. Maybe wiggle out any tight spots. And release it tall. Nice again. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, round the spine. Interlace the fingers. Side to side. Nice. Let's take one arm, big circle, around and around. Maybe your circles are a little smaller this morning. That's okay too. Just warming up the shoulder, the arm. And when you're ready, let's switch other direction. That arm comes forward, rolling out that arm. Nice job. And let's do the other side. Arm, left arm is going to come forward, round and round. Beautiful. When you're ready, switch. Taking this as slow as you need to. Really breathe into that stretching, that warm up. And last one. Nice. Maybe do some shoulder rolls if that feels good. You can also kind of shake your head yes and no as you're coming into these little rolls. Just knowing to be mindful and listen to what your body is calling for you this morning. And release. Last little bit. We're just going to march here. You can stand if you choose, or just in the chair. You're just on a little walk this morning. March, march, march. Beautiful. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. We're going to move on. You can sit in your chair. We're going to come into heel raises. So you can sit and just lift your heels. Or you can use your chair coming behind and coming into some little heel raises. So taking this gentle. It's not about how high that heel gets. It's about stretching out the heels before we go into our strength portion. So this is it for warming up. So just really working out the kinks in those feet and the heels and the arches. Nice big inhales and exhale. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we're going to start our strength, but I'm always going to walk you through this before we do it all together. Oh, all right, so if you want to sit, this is what it's going to look like. Seated, you're going to take the arm out to the side, lateral raise, and then sit, lift that leg into this. This is what it looks like if you want to sit. Okay, if you want to stand, you're going to have that chair next to you. You're going to step out and then up. Okay, so wherever you're choosing this morning, there's no wrong answer. Just do what feels good for you this morning. So when you're ready, right side only, lateral raise, turn that arm, bicep curl. Lateral raise and curl. Keep going. Knowing that if you're seated in your chair, that's a perfectly fine option. Squeezing and lifting. Option when you're standing that you could hover that hand away from you if you needed to. That's just challenging your balance a little bit more. And up. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 1 more right here. Nice job. Shake out those feet if they start to talk to you. I'm going to do the other side seated, but you know you can do that whole thing again, but just switch your chair to the other side, okay? But I like to show both ways in case you at home, I can't see you. So if you're sitting to choose, I'm going to show you that way too. So the next side we're going to go on to, same thing. We're going to go lateral raise and then bicep curl. So you're lifting and curling and you're lifting that leg, okay? So wherever you are, if you've decided to stay standing on the other side, here we go. Lateral, forward bicep curl. If you're standing, that leg is going out to the side as well. If you're sitting, that's kind of hard to do. Lifting, squeezing, up, curl, you got this. Taking this as slow as you need to, not being so concerned with how many you think we should do or how many I'm doing. It's your time here. Breathing. All right, let's do 5, 4, squeeze on that weight. Nice job. 2 more. And last one right here. Nice form, breathing, and release. Beautiful. Grabbing that drink real quick if you need it before we're going to go on. Nice work, everybody. We are going to move on. You can have that chair close to you. We're going to come into what I call kettlebell swings. So this weight's going to go right in front of you. Your toes are going to be pointed up, heels are in. You're going to sink down and lift those arms. So I'll show you sideways. So sink and lift. Sink and lift, okay? That's where we're going for this next portion. Knowing that weights are just an option, okay? Taking this slow. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, push through those heels. Squeeze the glutes. Nice job. Sink the hips down, lift the hips, and squeeze. 8 and 7. Keep going. You got this. Lifting those arms, working the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Great work, friends. Taking your time to get yourself seated. Sitting nice and tall, just soaking in that active recovery. Kettlebell swings can sometimes get our heart rate up pretty high. So being mindful of that. Whenever feeling faint or dizzy, take a breath and come back to it. All right, I'm going to set you up for the next movement. So we're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to reach those arms out, pull our mid back. So we sometimes do rows with our palms down like this. We're doing what I call reverse rows. So our palms are up. We're hinged over our thighs just a little bit, and our back stays long as we row those arms in, and we're still working that mid back, okay? So when you're ready, feet are flat on the floor, palms are facing up, open the chest, squeeze the weights back, release them forward. Squeeze and release. That core stays nice and engaged. That back is nice and flat. But we're working the mid-back. We're squeezing the shoulder blades together. And you can do this with no weights, of course. And back. Nice job. 3, 2 and 1. Release. Shake out those shoulders if you need it. Nice job. Any kinks you need working out, feel free to find that movement. Sometimes me just shaking out my wrists, they get kind of sore from the weights, so that's a good option too. All right, when you're ready, we're going to sit nice and tall in our chair. You can do this standing if you choose, but we're going to take the weights right in front of us, push it in front, and then pull it back. Push and pull it back. So a little chest opener here. So push the weights up and bring them back. And push and bring them back. Nice job. Keep breathing. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Release. Whew, maybe you started to feel that in the shoulders. Breathing. Nice job. All right, if you want to stand and create some movement this morning, this is just an option in this next segment to get your heart rate up a little bit. If that doesn't serve you, then you can always just sit in the chair, okay? So this time, we were in the chair, right? Remember we did lateral, and then if you were standing, it was here, bicep here. This time, we're going to step out lateral, then step right curl. We're going to work our minds this morning. So we're alternating. Right arm out, or right leg out, arms up, come back, left leg out, turn the hands into a bicep. So all we're doing is stepping out, creating a little movement here this morning. Or you can be in the chair and just lift those arms up to the side and into that bicep curl. Nice job. Knowing that wherever you are is where you're meant to be this morning. Some days we have better days than others. We be kind to our spirit, kind to our journey here. All right, let's do 3 more each side. Nice job. There's 2 on this side. Squeeze. And last one on each side here. Nice job. Breathing. Connecting back to your breath. Maybe shaking out any kinks that you might have started to feel. Beautiful. We have one more arm thing, and then we're going to go on to balancing this morning to finish out our session and then cool down. So one more arm variation. I added in the stepping just to get your heart rate up a little bit this morning. Beautiful. So to come in to our seated strength portion, feet are flat on the floor, our weights are in a T. So we're going to bring the arms up and bring them back in to start. So this is where we start, hugging those elbows nice and tight into the body and just rotating up a little bit here. You don't have to go super deep, but sitting nice and tall because we're going to add on. So we'll go up, punch forward, pull it in, up, punch straight forward, pull it in. Now this is working our back, yes, and our core as we hold those weights in front of our body because we don't want it to pull us. So we got to keep nice and tall. You got this. Nice job. Keep breathing. Keep reaching. Don't forget those beautiful smiles this morning, even when we're feeling challenged. Let's do 4 more all together. Inhale, pull it in. There you go. Nice work. 2 more. And last one. Nice job. Shake out any kinks that you might be feeling. Noodle arms. Nice work. Breathing, taking a water break if you need it. We have 1 more arm thing before we go on to our balancing, okay? So getting set up into it, however feels good for you this morning. We're going to take our arms out to the side and we're going to come into some basic curls here. Just curling up and down, squeezing that bicep, keeping that back straight flat against your chair and not just letting the weights drop. We want to create that resistance on the way down just as much as the way up. Nice job. Keeping with these bicep curls here, squeezing into that bicep. Nice job. Keep breathing. We're going to add on when we bicep curl, then hold at that 90 degree. Bring the arms in, bring them back out. Bicep curl, bring them in, bring them out. You're keeping that arm almost locked in to that 90 degree to keep that bicep really engaged at this point. Squeezing on the weights, squeezing them together. So when you come up, really squeeze, keep those elbows nice and close to the body. Squeeze and release. You got this. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 7 more wherever you are, knowing that if you've already felt like I'm done, that's okay. Maybe the next time you'll get a few more in. But wherever you are, squeezing and working. Beautiful. 4 more. 4 and 3, 2, and last one right here. And release. Beautiful. Knowing the hardest part is over. No more weights. So shake out any kinks that you might be feeling. Maybe roll out those wrists if they were starting to talk to you on those movements. Grabbing a drink. So good this morning, friends. Wonderful job. Keep with that break. I want you to enjoy that break. I kind of pushed you hard there. So take your break. I'm going to set us up for the next movement here. If you are ready to stand for our last portion, I want you to just come and stand. We're still in this active recovery, active break. But stand nice and tall, hands open to receiving. Think about mountain pose for yoga. We're going to connect to our breath in this active recovery. Big inhales and exhales. Nice job. A couple more breaths with your own cadence. Maybe counting how long it takes you to inhale and use that same number as you exhale. All right, friends. Here we go. Now our mind is ready to finish our next pose. So we're going to come into balancing. I'm going to give you a couple of choices here. So you can have your hand on your chair and just lift the leg in front of you. Maybe this is where you want to be this morning. You can also take your arms wider or taller. You're squeezing a lot in the standing leg. So that's the first balancing variation. You may feel like you want to go to the side and do a star. Same thing. Maybe you're just lifting the leg a little bit. Maybe it just stays on the ground. Option to bring the arms up. So we don't want to bend too much, though. We don't want our star to be a sad star. So if you're choosing this option, knowing we want to stay nice and tall, okay? So when you're ready, wherever you choose, wherever feels good for you this morning, set up with a subtle bend in the leg, and wherever feels good, just balance. Maybe you keep your hand on the chair the whole time. Maybe you play with hovering it. Nice big breaths, and you keep that chest nice and strong and squeeze the glutes to keep us nice and strong. 5, 4, 2, and release. Maybe shake out those feet a little bit if you need to. We're going to go again, but other side. So knowing that you have choices this morning with whatever feels good for your body, but get yourself set up again. So either forward or your star to the side. So setting up, nice strong leg. I'm on my right leg, soft bend. I'm going to lift my foot in front. So you can lift it as high as you want, but just squeeze. You can hold the chair the whole time. Maybe take them out to the side, your arms. Maybe challenging yourself even more and bringing them more in front of your face. Just holding, knowing that that ankle is going to dance a little bit. That's normal. 5, 4, keep breathing. 2, and 1. Nice job. Shake out those feet. You have made it to your cool down. So good. Wonderful. So when you're ready, finding that seated position, we're going to start with our feet this morning because we stood, and that might feel nice to stretch out your feet. So inhaling and exhaling as you're lifting those heels, just seated in your chair, flat spine against the back of your chair, connecting back to your breath. Nice job. 3, 2, and 1. Release. We're going to take our feet out and down. So up and down. We're just extending the legs, working the knee joint a little bit, but be kind. We're coming down off of our time together. So let's keep our feet lifted and point and flex your toes. Point and flex. And when you're ready, maybe some gentle circles in one direction. Beautiful. And then maybe switching directions. Beautiful. You're going to let those feet come forward. Scoot yourself a little bit in your chair. Feet are going to stay flexed. We're just going to come into a seated forward fold. So inhale the arms up. Exhale, start to reach the spine forward. Arms coming towards the toes, letting the back round and fold over your body. Not worrying about if you touch your toes or not. Just letting everything hang heavy. And then slowly start to roll yourself up inch by inch, coming back to that seated position. Taking the left arm across your body, keeping that shoulder out of your ear, sitting nice and tall. And release. Maybe taking that arm up and giving yourself a pat on the back. Maybe this is deep enough. Maybe you hold the shoulder, or maybe you just hold it assisted here. Hold that tricep into place. Feel that stretch. And And release, other side. Right arm goes across, gentle little stretch here. Breathing into it. And exhale. Give yourself a pat on the back. Maybe you're just lifting that tricep. This is perfect right here. Sitting nice and tall. And exhale, release. Lift those arms. Inhale. Exhale, bring those arms down and maybe hold on to your chair and lift your chest like if you were going to interlace your fingers behind you. You're just getting a nice shoulder stretch. Keeping the chest open. And release. Nice job. Coming into some gentle shoulder rolls if that feels nice. Maybe you roll that neck side to side. Whatever feels good for your cool down this morning. Finding ways to explore your time in this space is important. Listening to what your body is asking of you. Beautiful. We're going to do a nice big inhale up and exhale. Release. Take just a moment in this silence to give your body the gratitude it deserves for giving your space the time it needed. It's so important to take time out for yourself every day. Connecting not just to the physical part of our time together, but the mental part is so huge. Not allowing any stressors or things that are burdening you to bring it into this space. We don't want to let it live rent-free in our mind, right? So this is the healthy place to let it go. Nice big inhales and exhales. All right, friends. Last little bit of work here is our heart space. So scoop up that love for yourself. And exhale. Release. Beautiful work today, my friends. Thank you for joining me. I will be here on Wednesday morning as well, 9:15. We'll have 3 sessions again. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know. That's what I'm here for. If you were a first timer in my class, thank you for joining. I hope all of you have a beautiful Monday. Hopefully this workout this morning will give you some energy to carry on in your day, feeling inspired and strong. Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I will see you Wednesday.